Of the celebrations after Sunday?
Good, but in a controlled way. So it was interesting to see also. But that's good to see also that the players didn't forget there's a game on Wednesday also. They enjoyed it. It was really fun for me also to see them in that way, to see them with their families also. And that was the first time. So no, it was really good evening.
You looked like you enjoyed having the trophy in front of the fans back at Ibrox. How special was that moment for you?
Yeah, very special. Every trophy is really important, and after your career, the moment you stop, you always remember those moments. It's the same as in my playing career. You remember the teammates that you played when you became champion, or you win cups. You remember these evenings, the things that happened later on. Those are the memories after a career, not the games in between. It's those moments, so you need to grab them also.
I suppose the hope is that your team, for you, your team takes confidence and belief from that and carries on. Have you seen that already? But back in training, what's the meant to be like?
It's a strange question because I have had this question already a few times last couple of days. Uh, if this team doesn't have belief, they wouldn't have done those things last week. So the belief is there. There's no doubt about that. But it's about giving confirmation every time and keeping that belief and keeping our standards and raising our standards and being ambitious and being hungry. It's about that. But without belief, you cannot win in Betis and you cannot win this cup final. So belief was there. We didn't need a cup final for that.
What's your message been to the players in terms of what comes next?
That we step back in our marathon. So we had these 2 sprints last week, and we step back in our marathon, and it's about seeing now who's sharp, who's good. Also to see it's five games in really short time. So it's impossible to do the 5 games with the same players, and to make the right choices and let the players show themselves towards me, towards my staff, that they are ready to play.
You talk about that marathon, Philippe, but how big an opportunity is this on Wednesday for the first time to cut the lead to 2 points? I know
No, it's the same opportunity as 1 week ago, as 9 weeks ago, as it will be in 9 weeks or 10 weeks. It's the same. It's about 3 points. There's no difference in that. So it's one of these 38 games that you can get 3 points. And yeah, we just want to keep our rhythm that we are having. And we want to be there again, like we will have to be there in the weekend. And we know in this marathon there will be one moment that it will not be the case, and you guys will be the first one to say, oh, they stop now with their rhythm. Will not be the case also with the mentality that's here now. No, we just continue what we've been doing the last weeks and go forward with that.
You talk about the mentality of your team. You spoke about that after the cup final, the fact you had to go away to Seville, massive game, win that, another massive game, win again on the weekend. How do you get your players up for this? How confident are you that their mentality can stay right at the top coming into Wednesday?
I think it's a logical thing. When I came into the building, the confidence was not there. But I saw what I saw in the games and the first days in training. I think every experience makes you stronger. The strongest teams I played in were teams that were 2-3 years together. And those were teams who had a lot of experience together. Good, but also bad, because you not only become stronger out of good experiences, also out of bad experience if you take the right conclusions together. So every experience with this group will make it stronger. And of course, winning in Seville, winning a cup, winning the first silverware, proving a lot of things that had been said not so long time ago about these players, that it was not wrong, that it was wrong. So they need to continue doing that and keeping this hunger. If they keep the hunger, if they keep the collectivity also, if they keep this solidarity that it's not important to start or not to start, that they understand that story, and it's not about them, but about the team, then we're going to make an amazing season. I'm confident about that. The moment players start to think about themselves and putting themselves out of the collective, it will be more difficult. But then we're going to speak with them. It's going to happen. I'm not naive. And I know if there's success, there are also a lot of people around the players who are influential or try to become influential more and more. So, yeah, then we have to make it clear that it's about the collective, and if the collective is good, then the individual is also good, because it works like that in a team sport.
Luke, given the amount of games you've got, are you with a view to try and change your team for this game tomorrow night? Change personnel?
I've changed every game until now, I think. I don't think I played 2 games with the same team until now. And to be honest, I don't know. I think it's the case until now. I will see what's necessary for this game, and also thinking for the games ahead. That's my job also, not only to look short term, but also long term. What's necessary for the team, for the squad, for the dynamic, for everything, and to win games, and to play good football. So that's my responsibility.
Do you have any players that might return for tomorrow?
No players who are not available for the cup final. There are no other players coming back now.
Do you have a time scale yet for Jose?
For who?
Cifuentes?
No, I don't have a time scale, but a few days ago we thought it was worse. Now we get a good reaction after rehab, so I hope it can be that he can be back before the winter break, let's say.
And
Ryan Jack, that we will see if it's before the winter break or not. That's really tight.
Is Kemal Ruff ready to start games?
He's not ready to play 90 minutes, so then it's my choice to make if he starts or he not starts, but not for 90 minutes.
Philippe, is it fair to say that things could not conceivably have gone any better for you since your arrived here?
No, because we lost some points along the way, so it could have been better.
So, winning a trophy, winning your Europa League group?
Yeah, no, I'm happy. Yeah? Let's be clear about that. No, I'm happy. I'm most happy because the players, and that needs to be important. It's the players. They made a big change. I see a totally different dressing room than 2 months ago. In everything, in energy, in belief, in communication, in fighting spirit. So I'm really happy about that, because it's really short term to change these things, and there's not one manager in the world who knows how fast things can go, because it's about reaction of other people, how they react to the story. I know what we want to do with them, that if they step in a good way into it, that it works, that I know. But it's about the players, they have to do it. And all group has done it. I don't have one player in this dressing room who's not into that story and who's not ready for the team for the moment. So that I want to keep as long as possible. And the guys who get difficulty with that, they put themselves out of the story. So I'm really satisfied about that for the moment. And if you do those things and you have enough talent, then you get results. It works that way.
You talked about having an amazing season if the players keep the hunger, focus, keep together. What constitutes an amazing season? Being champions?
I'm not thinking about that, because that depends also how many points other teams take. So we need to be on our toes every day to get the best out of ourselves. So we will see at the end of the road what the result will be then. And you have also, the game of football is also a game where the factor luck is also sometimes determined in things. I said it already one time in different in other sports like basketball or volleyball, these kind of sports where you score a lot of points, the factor luck is less determined than in football, where the result is sometimes 1 or 2 goals, and that makes the difference of winning things or not. So in that way you can do a lot of things really good and perform really well, and maybe somebody else has a little bit more luck and they win a trophy because of that. So we need to focus on the things we can control. So control the controllable, that's our job, and that's what we're going to do until the end of the season.
Well, how impressed have you been with Dujon, who's just stepped in, who's been asked to step up?
Impressed is maybe not a good word, because then you didn't have that belief before. I think my English is not that good to go that much into detail about words. No, I expected from him what I saw in the training, and I told the club already that he's going to become a really important player for the future.
What sort of test do you expect from St Johnstone?
A hard battle. I saw the game against Celtic. They made it a hard battle. It could have been 2-2 one moment. Very well organized team, a lot of power, transition play, set pieces. So a big test also 3 days after this cup final. Big test also about mentality for my team, to see after the satisfaction what they deserved, and I told them also they had to enjoy Sunday evening. How fast can they switch? Because that's for me the top sport mentality. The really winners, they switch really fast. They can be really happy, but the next day they are back in this winning mode, to focus again, to have concentration again. Their body is prepared. So in that way, it's a really big test tomorrow.
Can I ask a broader question about the standard of the game here? One of the other managers has said that the standard of the league is rubbish and shocking. You've managed in at least another couple of countries, if I'm right. What do you make of the standard of Scottish football since you've been here?
That it's really comparable with the Belgian league. And I think if you want to compare, you need to look also how teams perform in Europe. I don't like this bold sentences after deception, and then compare everything and throw everything in one bag. So I think there were already interesting things in Europe from Scottish teams. No, the league until now is what I expected from the league. It's really comparable with the Belgian league, and there are both leagues not with the most money, and both leagues that need to be smart, developing players, looking also to produce players. In that way, for me, there's one disadvantage towards the Belgian league for the moment in Scotland, and maybe interesting moment to talk about that. You see, of course, there are a lot of teams fighting to stay into the league, so they are focused on result. In Holland, a long time ago, and in Belgium, recent years, they put the best under 21 teams in the second league. And it helped also to develop the young players. If I see to our national team, our golden generation, Vermaelen, Vertongen, all these good players, and several others, they played in second league first, in the second team of Ajax. Or in Vertongen played in RKC in second league before they went to the first team of Ajax. Same is happening in Belgium last couple of years. And you see, because of that, you have better development of the young players. Because for the moment, I don't think that enough young Scottish players are given chances because of all the pressure on the study to stay in the first league. And can be an interesting one for the future, I think. Okay, disappointment, yes. Sorry, yeah, my words are not always perfect. Yeah, I hope so.
Adam?
Philippe, I'm sure when you first came here, you'll have had many people tell you about how great the fans are at Ibrox. I think at the weekend you had the first chance to really feel what the fans can be like after a big victory.
Yeah, but not the first time. We had already a few moments, like the Sparta Prague game, for example. No, it didn't surprise me, and it's also I said it already several times. Those are the things why I want to stay as a coach, and I want to stay in this world. And nothing is as nice as being on the pitch and really being decisive in a game. And I think as a player, you still have more control on things than as a manager. Maybe now more guiding everything, but as a player you can be really decisive. You can score the decisive goal, for example. So the feeling that Tef had after the game, you cannot have it in another way in this world. But I'm the closest with the body I have now to be there. So no, I enjoyed that really much. And I didn't do it enough during my career. I didn't do enough in moments afterwards also as a manager, because I'm always thinking for the next thing already. And it was the case also on Sunday, but I'm now more convinced I need to enjoy that moment also. And I did. So it was really good. And now back to business.
There's one player I want to ask you about as well. I think before you came in, Bailey Rice had a few first team appearances, and just now your squad's slightly light with injuries in midfield. Is he still a player that's in and around the first team training with the squad, or looking to get his way into a match day squad soon?
I don't like to speak too much about individuals, but okay, I will speak about Bailey because he knows. He's for me a really talented player, and I think he has a great future in this club. But there are also some points we need to work on who are different than academy football and the first team, and for sure without ball. So that's a really, really important step to make, and he's going to make that step. If he makes that step, then he's going to be pushing for positions in the first team.
Last one.
Just how beneficial and important do you think it will be to have guys like Ross McCausland's come through the academy, experiencing days and celebrations like Sunday?
It's crucial for everything. It's crucial for Ross. Like I said before, every experience makes you stronger. And it's in every career. It's in your day's life also. The young journalists, it's different than the older journalists who have more experience in some situations. So it's the same for us, but not only for us, it's for all academy. I think it gives also a lot of hunger for all academy if they see now Ross performing in that way, Ross winning trophies. Adam and Cole were in the selection. Now they were celebrating with the team after the game, and the last trophy that Rangers won, they were downstairs. They were fans. So those are really great things for them and great experiences.
Thanks, guys. Very, very quickly.
Sure. I think also your squad's been tested with the amount of injuries that you've had. Has that
He's still, yeah.
Still, yeah. Has that made you change your view in terms of what you might have to do come the window next month in terms of additions?
Yeah, we take that in account. We need to take that in account.
So has your view changed? Previously you were thinking you might want 1, 2 or whatever. What's your thinking? Not in terms of numbers, but how significant do you think that might be?
No, it's more about players and how available are they for the club. So that's going to be important in making good decisions also.
Thank you, everyone. Dailies?